Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Music Marketing Mafia coming back at you with another video. In today's video, we're going to go over playlisting in 2024. Playlisting has been a very crucial and important part of a lot of artists and how they got recognized and got streams on Spotify. It's one of the better ways to gain new fans and grow yourself on Spotify, which is one of the most important platforms for you to grow your music. So I wanted to get it in playlisting for 2024. Playlisting history, like I said, one of the most popular ways to get your music in front of new listeners, easy to access on Spotify, and possibly the biggest reason why everybody likes playlisting so much is because songs can snowball as new listeners add your song to their playlist. It then puts it in front of a whole new audience, and basically the idea with playlisting is that you're just going to keep getting on different playlists over and over, and people are going to continue to add it, and depending on the playlist, you might not ever get taken off, which is really beneficial. The current status of playlisting is definitely a little bit different. I think it's still a good option in terms of marketing in 2024 and moving on. However, there are more bot streams and playlists out there. To get on the better playlist, you have to pay a healthy amount or have label connections. A lot of labels, you work with different curators and they have the ins. So it kind of depends who you're working with. It's the only big option out there. And that's kind of to figure out which playlist that you fit on top of and, how are you going to work your way inside of that with the curators. They're going to listen to your music. They're going to decide if it works or not, depending on if they charge or not and what type of service they are. Technically, they're not supposed to be taking money for that, but they do. It's just kind of the way that the world works in today's in today's world, but it's the only thing we can really do in terms of that. How to get on playlists. I know I've touched on this a little bit, but you can use companies. You can use curators. Some of these people aren't even really companies. They just have a playlist and they'll have their email in there. There's a couple of links I'm going to leave in the description. There's some that have ways for you to find contact information for these playlists on there, and you can do your own pitching, which is basically what the middlemen of these playlists do. But there's a lot of good options out there for you to find out contact information because it's not really just always out there. And then sometimes you can find free submissions on email or web, or if you use different hashtags on Instagram or TikTok. Some people will promote their playlists just if they think they have good stuff. And depending on, if they're an influencer or not, I've seen a lot of influencers post. So I think there's a couple of different ways you can go about it. And the more that you're proactive and pitching these playlists, the better chance you have to get on all of them. So I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys. I know we touched on a lot of stuff, but I think this was a really beneficial video. Playlisting is something that I can continue to dive in. So this is a very, very brief overview as we kind of continue to move into the new branding of my new channel. So I really hope you guys found this interested. Feel free to drop any comments in the description for what you want us to touch on next.